Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Hello, all you paranormal freaks. It's the last Saturday of the month, and you know what that means. The veil is at its thinnest. So if you're brave enough, all of you hitchers and drifters, load up for a ride with Golden J and Logan as they traverse to the other side.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, hanging out with
his co-host and future ghost, Just Logan, who absolutely has a fully charged wireless headset on right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you tune into this week or this month's The Other Side, we just got started. Me and Logan get together once a month to do this show. And, we got to catch up and see what everything is going on. If you don't know, Logan has a ton of things going on with his streams and his I don't even know. What do you call the new business?
I don't know what you call it either.
Does it have a name? Or
it's stickosaurus.com. It's just where we dump all of our merch and like all that jazz.
So stickosaurus.com. There you go. With all that, and we get ready to start recording, and just as I start my intro, his headset dies.
Yeah, it just died right away.
It's actually pretty funny. I think I'll just clip that out and find a place on TikTok for that or something.
That's awful. That's awful. And it was right as you were saying you're loud. It is Golden J, and I was like, "Did he kill my headset? Did my headset die?"
Yeah, I put you out, man. I just dropped you out because
it's a possibility.
I'm so important. I can do this on my own. I am so full of shit. You guys know that. Anybody who listens to United States Paranormal knows that. I am full of shit. What are we dropping? Some cold meds there, buddy?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been 4 hours unless you want to hear me coughing. No, we went through the fucking plague hit this house, and like, it's one thing to have like a shitty, horrible cough, but like, I don't know if the cough did it. I'm 33 now. I'm getting up there. Like, and like, it's not an exaggeration. Like you hit a certain place in your life, and then your body starts fucking like, oh, yo, bitch, you yawned wrong? Fucking, you're gonna fucking blow something out. But, like, so I have this fucking awful cough, and I don't know if the cough did it or if I did something myself at work. And I'm leaning towards work.
Okay.
But I did something to my back. And my back has never hurt as bad as, like, I pinched something or something like that. And so I fucked up my back. And on top of having that fucking cough. So, like when your back's fucked up, you find this perfect spot to where you're like, it's not hurting you at all, right? Well, that doesn't fucking matter when you have fucking tuberculosis.
Uh-huh.
And every time you cough, you think you're going to fucking die. Like, it was so bad that I couldn't lay on my bed flat. So the first time since Kayla's moved in here, almost 6 years ago, we have slept apart because I had to go sleep on the fucking couch because I could just fucking pivot myself just correctly on the couch to where I could actually fucking kind of sleep. So my back's finally getting a little bit better. The cough's kind of fucking off, but like I'm just fucking hitting this shit every 4 hours to make sure.
Man, I've been there. The last big one, because what has it been 5 years ago? I pulled my sciatic, and luckily I found a chiropractor that could get it all put back in the spot for me, which stopped that pain. But the one before that, I was leaning down on. Remember, we used to have that coffee table right in the living room, right in the middle. I reached down to pick up a pair of sunglasses off of the table
and fucking snap, crackle, pop.
Yep.
Yeah.
I literally crawled around this house for 3 days. Literally crawling.
It's fucking nuts, man. That's warehouse living. That's what gets. It's what's gotten us.
Yep.
Because I think I know exactly where I was fucking picking up a condensing unit with a dolly, and it fucking slipped, and I fucking tried to like hold on to it, and I did hold on to it, but something back there like went. I was like, that should be fine, right? And then like it slowly started to feel it.
Yep.
And like it's a maneuver like 10 years ago I would have done, and I'd been just fine, but like, fucking not no more.
Absolutely.
But like I've been like trying all this like different shit, like, and then like earlier like today like something clicked, and I'm like all of a sudden I don't feel like I'm dying. It's still sore.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like I'm fucking dying anymore. And I was like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah. I use a roll-on Icy Hot every day. So, it's a constant pull on my lower back these days. But yeah, my hands are hurting these days, which is probably not a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. I know this. I've done some research. It's not a good thing. But I just ordered some mushroom coffee.
Hey, I have some of the mushroom coffee and shit. Like,
yeah?
I've got like 2 bags of it where it's got like a shit ton of different mushrooms. It tastes like dirt water. Just letting you know.
I'm prepared. I did,
but it's supposed to be good for like your muscles and your stomach and all this shit. Yep. But Lord, it tastes like dirt water.
I'm excited. I can't wait to taste. Yeah. Actually, one of the reviewers said it tastes like vomit, and I'm like, fucking great. I can't wait.
I'll take dirt water over vomit, straight up. But yeah, we weren't fucking as humans. We were not designed to live as long as we do nowadays. Like everybody's like, this hurts and this hurts. It's like, that's fine. Cavemen didn't have to fucking deal with that. They were dead before they were fucking 20. Like,
it's true.
They're like, you're like, that part in your life where you're like, I always felt good, nothing hurt. I was like, yeah, that's peak. And then a few years later, they would die, and now we're living till we're fucking 90 and shit. And you're like, why does my everything hurt? And I was like, because that shit wasn't meant to last that fucking long.
I was telling the rocker chick the other day, I was like, can we just go down to Walmart and just pick myself up a new body, something that, is all shiny and new, and we can just take my head off and put on this
maybe one day.
Detached. Oh, look at that. Look, I got a 6-pack finally. Fucking shit. I'm going to get the muscle bound one, right? It's all around.
No, it all fucking, you hit a certain age and it's all just fucking downhill. You're like, your late night snacks, like you got to fucking be conscientious about and fucking everything.
Oh, I hit the point where the acid reflux got so bad at night that I quit drinking Mountain Dew at like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Like,
I wouldn't drink any.
That's 5:30. That's.
Nope. Yeah, if I crack open a bottle, I'm drinking that till 7. So nope. Just go ahead and grab some water. I did buy one of those new Circle. People have had them for a while now, where you add the little pod on the top of it and it flavors it. I actually like that. There's no aspartame taste to it, and so I've been enjoying those. But I'm not really big on sucking on a fucking bottle of water.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you there. I get it. 110%.
But I do it when I'm in the studio. Also, I ordered this is fucking so stupid, but with the amount of time that I spend setting here, editing and doing other things, I think that's part of the circulation problem why my hands are hurting, because I'm not getting up and being physical, and being the wintertime, it doesn't hurt either, or it doesn't help either. So I bought some bicycle things for underneath the desk. You just basically sit there and just cycle while keeping that circulation flowing.
Oh yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
I'm getting
I tell you,
old,
all
man.
Those people in Japan, they work all these jobs and stuff. Desk job, don't matter what, like 4 or 5 times a day while they're at work. Fucking buildings, they all go up to the fucking roof and they're all out there fucking stretching and doing their stuff, and them fuckers live forever. So
I thought it was the rice.
I mean, they eat healthier than us too, that's for sure. But like, they are out there fucking stretching and shit. Their workforce is like, nah, dog. If you guys sit at a desk all day and get all fucked up, we can't get work out of you. So let's go up to the roof, get you some sunlight, and do your fucking bicycle stretches. And get your ass back down here and put in another fucking 4 hours.
That is the upside to being back to doing what I do at work now, or being back in the receiving dock, is that I am constantly up and moving and, moving stuff around and stuff like that. So, when I was in the warehouse, it was a lot of look at boxes, type shit in, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's good to be up and around, but it also takes its toll on this old man's body too. Good God. And I am getting old. He talks about being 33. I'm 52. Damn, man.
It is what it is, man.
It's an exciting time in our lives. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Anything else exciting going on? Let's talk documentary.
Ooh.
Did you get a chance to watch it? Did you watch
yeah,
it?
I watched it, and I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-huh.
I was of the camp to where I thought Homegirl was a robot too. Like when I first listened to it, she sounded robotish.
I didn't argue that. I mean, I definitely understood why people thought that was AI.
Yeah.
But I knew straight out the gate that it wasn't. I knew he had hired somebody to do it, and maybe it's professionalism, and she's very professional, and it makes that.
In my defense, I thought it was a really good AI. I was like, "Fuck, this thing's fucking nailing it," and it might have just been how he cut.
Could have been.
It could have been like his cut and his transitions just kind of made it sound more body. But like, I thought it was a solid documentary. It literally feels like something you would turn on Travel Channel.
Oh, absolutely.
And see on the Travel Channel and stuff like that. Just, it's just them getting the actual truth and not making things like exaggerating things or manipulating things.
Yeah, there's no drama to it. There was no drama to it whatsoever. It was, here's the story, you had his filler for the the scenes of the house or what was not actually the house or whatever, all that different stuff. But you're 100% right. I mean, if he could get picked up, it would definitely. I mean, he could do well in that
he does
business.
good work.
Yeah.
I had to step away from it though because like I was commenting on people's shit left and right for a good second there. It's like people that are like dropping lines in there and like clearly didn't fucking listen to the whole episode.
Right.
They'll be like, "Oh, clearly this lady, she has symptoms of schizophrenia, and because she saw this." And I was like, "Do you not watch the thing where they also interviewed her husband, her friend, her mom and dad talk like said? So all of them have fucking schizophrenia, or or stupid shit that were like, I can't believe she sold that house without telling people." It's like she says in the fucking thing, she told the fucking realtor.
Yep.
So like it was like, did you not listen? Were you not watching? Like I hate stupid shit like that.
Well, as of a little bit ago, I got a text from Jdubb. It has hit 1.4 million views.
Nice. This is the biggest video he has done by a large margin.
And for those who are watching The Other Side today or listening to The Other Side, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming over from the documentary, and I hope you're actually enjoying, the podcast. And Austin gave us a giant shout out at the end of it, which was awesome, bringing up our graphics and all that stuff. So if you've come over from the documentary, we hope you're enjoying, and we hope you stick around. And I can tell that you guys are coming over because I can see it in our numbers, and we so much appreciate it.
And if you're in this episode looking for Jdubb, you're out of fucking luck. She's not here.
I need to actually get them to come do an Other Side with you instead of me. I mean,
she's done one. She's done the one that I guess it was technically kind of an Other Side is the interview.
If
you want to learn stuff about Jdubb, go listen to The Other Side where I interviewed Jdubb.
Yep.
They're in there. It's in there.
It is a good episode. All of them were good episodes. Even the one where Frankie Vegas from the Golden 80s interviews you.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Jdubb did come do the Golden 80s.
Did. Oh God. Fucking Frankie. No shame, Frankie. No shame.
Oh. It just and it continues on week after week now too. I mean, he's not giving up on this.
Yeah, no, he's of the fucking mindset of you miss every swing you don't fucking take. So he's swinging at all of them. It's a grounder. He's swinging at it. It's fucking clearly out of bounds. Still fucking swinging at it.
Yep. Hey, I love you, Frankie Vegas. You know this. You're amazing. in last in last Thursday's episode, you'll hear me texting my sister about coming on the Golden 80s, and she will be on this coming Thursday show. Actually, the next couple. So my sister's coming in studio to do a couple
for
shows
Frankie
with
to
us.
hit on your sister in front of you.
Oh man, that'd be weird. I mean, that's like that. That's well, it wouldn't be that big of an age difference.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. I mean, if that's the way he's going to go that direction, I mean, I doubt that he will because
You hear that, Frankie? No balls.
the problem is we recorded before he gets to hear all this. So
That's fair. That's fair.
it'd be fun, man. I haven't sat down with my sister. Oh my God, in almost a year. I talked to her on the phone.
Yeah.
Text message, but I hardly ever see her in person, so it'll be good to sit down with her. We're gonna do the 80s Scooby-Doo.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it's nice until you go back and watch the 80s Scooby-Doo, and then you're like,
what
fuck
Scooby-Doo?
Scrappy-Doo.
No, listen here, sir. Now you're shitting on Scooby-Doo, and the other day you were shitting on Cheers.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you, while I was fucking confined to the fucking couch, you know what I put on?
Cheers.
Episode 1 Cheers.
Yeah.
And you know what? I had a good time.
Okay.
Had a good time. The only bad time I had was Coach being there, and you're being like, "Oh," and like you're gonna leave, dog. You're gonna, because Coach is great.
Yeah,
Coach is
I love
great.
Coach.
But like, I mean, I'll give it to you. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I hadn't got to the part where he's like, I want to throw you through this wall and this wall. But like, it's like the most unbearable character for me right now is her.
Right.
It's just because she's so fucking hoity-toity
Mm-hmm.
and everything. But like him walking in and her she's so annoyed that she answers the phone, and she was like, the one chick was like, left her a message, and she's like, "You're a pagan god," and like, or whatever, and he's just all nonchalant about it. I had a good time. I had a good time watching it. I makes me want to watch more.
I wanted to love it all over again because I growing up, I mean, I loved Cheers. I used to watch it all the time. I loved it, and I think I loved it more for Coach and Woody, and that particular slapstick comedy, that quick one-liner that just fucking makes you laugh. It's that stupid Joey from Friends comedy.
Yeah, well, no, I fucking loved it where it got to the part where that guy came in looking for like the owner from like 3 owners ago. And he was like, that guy could fix any problem and this and that. And Coach was like, I've had enough of it. He was like, I'm going to fix your problem. And like, and it's back in the fucking 80s. So the guy's like, my son, he's marrying he's moving in with blah, blah, blah. And they're black. And like, and Coach is like, it's this, this, and this. And he was like, what? And your son just loves this person. What's the name? And he's like, Billy. And then Coach is like, blah, blah, blah. Billy.
Yeah.
And it was like, you're right, Coach. Like, but if I want my son to be part of my life, I gotta look past all this. And Coach is like, okay, yeah, all right.
No, I had a hard time dealing with the Sam Diane relationship, and it turned me off. I wanted to love it, and I just couldn't get past that.
I know I've seen episodes with Woody.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember. She leaves the show, correct?
She does.
Five
5 seasons, maybe.
I don't remember her not being in the show.
Yeah, because Christy Alley comes in and is a big part of it.
Okay, see, now I remember Christy Alley, though, too, so you're right.
Yeah.
But I just, like, most of my memories I have are with Homegirl.
Right. Well, I mean, she was a defining character. I mean, that was a big chunk of it. At least half of it was with her, and so yeah, I could see why you would see it that way. Like I said, I wanted to love it so fucking much, and it just hurt when I just did not re-love it.
Maybe you gotta skip and go to where Allie comes in. Maybe that's your Cheers.
I think that's what Frankie kind of was like. Why didn't you just jump ahead? It was like, because I would miss Coach.
Yeah, but then you get Woody, and like Coach Woody picks up good for Coach.
He does.
Like, I mean, they're relatively the same-ish character. It's just one's a little bit fucking younger and doesn't have the whole like I coached this guy when he was in the air and all that stuff. So he just doesn't have like that hero complex when it comes to him. But so
wasn't Woody from Indiana too?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that character was actually from Indiana.
Because well, now I'm gonna watch it until I finish it. Because like I've never watched it. I've bits and pieces throughout my whole life.
Right.
Honestly, the part that like I find that I don't like the most, I love this theme song. The intro though, where it's just like the old timey pictures and stuff, like just doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. Like it's just like I was staring at it and I was like,
because I think you know what I think it is because I think some of them, like let's say Rhea Perlman's name flashes up on the screen, and the picture you get is that waitress or whatever in the skirt, but then you get like all these other pictures, like Coach's pictures.
It doesn't coincide.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it just felt like it feels off.
Yeah, like when that pops up, like I'm with you there. When that pops up, it shows her name and there's an old waitress. I'm like, but then nothing else really coincides, and then there'll be like people outside drinking, and stuff, and it's like I just feel like it could have been like corralled in.
I agree. A lot of the times I just close my eyes because it just messed with me. It's like, why didn't they spend the time to put these pictures with the names? So I mean, I know that ain't the actual people, but at least you could have had that. This is Sam. So here's Ted Danza and here's Shelley Long and
I tell you what, it does make you it does make you nostalgic for bars that look like that and everything. Because like we had was it Time Out in Warsaw, where it had like that vibe. Like it had the cedar looking ass bar. It had the rails. It had like the bottles in the wall and shit. And to where like it wasn't like a tacky bar, but it wasn't like a high end bar.
Right.
It always had like a constant like stirring, and you could hear like the billiards in the back and shit like that. Which in that bar they had a billiard room in the fucking back, just like there, because they wanted away from like the dining part,
right,
and like the main drinking part, and like when the smoking was wherever and all that, and it's just like it's all gone now. And you're like, man, this makes me want to go to a place like this. And you're like, oh, a place like this really, if you're gonna find it, it's gonna be really fucking hard.
It is. I mean, I could say that Bar 13 might be that way because you have two separate rooms that have the pool tables and the dance floor and the stage in one half, and then the bar and the grill on the other side. And they do have a top. When George's was in full swing, up here in Etna Green, it was kind of that way. You had the bar and stuff on one side, and you had the family dining on another. I don't miss the smoking inside of those things. I think that you go into bars, there's still a couple of them floating around where you can still smoke inside of them, and then you get that old 80s style smell when you walk in. But George's was never like that when I was working down there. It was if you smoked, you went outside. You got that smell of freshly cooked food flowing through the place, and maybe a little stale beer from now and here and there. But
fuck it, you used to be able to get that ambiance from fucking the local Pizza Hut too. You fucking go in there and it's like, oh, fucking somebody's smoking and somebody's got a pitcher of beer over there, and they're like, oh, did you read enough fucking books to get you a free personal pizza, little boy? Let me ask right here real quick. I'll get that right for you. You want a Caspa puppet too? Okay, let me put this out right here. And you're sitting there like, this is high quality dining right here.
That's right. This is where we want to be.
Yeah.
The big one for me back in the day was the Arby's that was out there on 30 in front of the Kmart.
Yeah, the one with the big fucking cowboy hat.
Yeah. They separated it up. You had a non-smoking section, you had a smoking section
for Arby's.
for Arby's. But the problem was that you never got away from it.
No, because Arby's is fucking small.
Yeah, it's small.
At least Pizza Hut was big. Pizza Hut was big. Pizza Hut had like 3 steps that you would step up to go to a whole nother section. Meanwhile, Arby's is like the size of an apartment. And then like they smoke over there and they don't smoke over there. But like, y'all not know how fucking smoke works? Because it's just going right up this wall and coming right down this wall.
It's gonna roll over.
Yeah.
They sized it up between. There was a wall in between it, but there were just giant openings.
Yeah.
On either end of the wall.
Like somebody doesn't comprehend how fucking smoke or walls work. One of the fucking two.
The good old days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is shit on
anyway.
Scooby-Doo and Cheers, man.
I'm not shitting on Scooby-Doo. Well, I will in tomorrow's recording.
That's awful.
Actually, I'm not shitting on Scooby. I started watching. I think it was I want to say season 3. It might have been season 2.
This is just Scooby-Doo. Where are you? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this was Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo.
Oh, that's where you fucked up, son.
I gotta go to the 80s, and that's what flowed into the 80s. So
anything with Scrappy is dog shit.
That's what I was saying.
I'll understand
I'm
that.
on Scrappy.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. There's a certain point in time where executives at cartoons thought that kids wanted things that were younger, and kids hated all of them. They fucking put Scrappy and fucking Scooby-Doo. Kids fucking hated Scrappy. In Power Rangers, we were always used to teenagers and young adults being Power Rangers, and like, hey, look, here's a kid that's Power Ranger too. We all fucking hated him. Fucking Scrappy, for some reason, spoke fucking... Every dog that we met in Scooby's family spoke broke-ass English. Scrappy rolls up. He's a puppy. He speaks perfect English. He's not scared of fucking ghosts. He's a dickhead. And you're just like, why? I don't like this guy. He's a dick.
There's a couple other things I need to look into before we hit recording, but because there are a lot of things in the 80s dealing with Scooby-Doo, but to get to the root of it from 1980 through 86 or 87, you got the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo.
Was Shaggy rolling around in a green shirt or a red shirt?
Oh shit! I think it was a green shirt.
Okay, because I know at one point he started rolling around a red shirt, and a lot of those Scrappy was around for.
Right on.
And everything, but yeah, I just don't fucking Scrappy-Doo fucking sucks.
There's
a reason why they made him a villain in the live-action movie.
I was say that's what I'm going to bring up in the recording is that you think that's why he was the villain in what was it? I can't Zombie Island or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh
called.
No, it was just called Scooby-Doo, the one with Jessica or with Sarah Michelle Gellar and all of them. Yeah, it just.
I thought they were on Zombie Island.
No, they were on Spooky Island, which was like,
Island.
Yeah. Zombie Island was a cartoon movie that did not have Scrappy in it and was amazing.
No, I so wanted to go back to Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? But that was in the 70s.
Ah, that's fair.
And that I couldn't do it. I had to be in the 80s for golden 80s. So
yeah, fucking Scrappy-Doo sucks.
Yeah, I just I think I got 4 episodes in, and they're only 9-minute episodes. On what is it, Max? I think Max runs them, and I got 4 episodes in, and I shut that fucking shit off. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I can't fucking do it anymore. I'm gonna let Melissa and Frankie just have at it. Be like, go to town. Yeah. You guys just talk Scooby. I'll be over here going, fuck Scrappy-Doo. Fuck him.
It was
horrible. Right into the last.
Yeah.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Yeah, I hate it. Oh God. It's horrible.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into today's episode.
I got you.
We've covered a lot of things in this. But anyways, everybody who went and watched the documentary, if you listen to United States Paranormal, 1.4 million views. Thank you guys so much. I'm sure Austin will thank you too in his own way. But for all of us from us here at the United States Paranormal, for all of you that came over to the pod and keep coming back for more, thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you very much. So let's get into it. On March 5th, the Rocker Chick rode on down to Iowa to check out the Squirrel Cage Jail in episode 178. This horrendously designed nightmare trap sprung to life on top of the resting place of an old church morgue in 1885. Called the Squirrel Cage, this 3-story rotating death trap is a monument to the fuck it, why not movement. The jail is plagued with golden oldies of paranormal activity, from ghostly steps, shadowy apparitions, spectral voices, and poltergeist-like activity. This is not surprising, seeing how this place was not just a morgue before, but the amount of suffering and death that transpired here until the jail was shut down in 1969 and eventually converted to a museum and tourist trap.
Yes.
Whoever fucking green flagged the fucking creation of this stupid shit.
I don't think it was that dumb.
It was there was one exit.
It's
One
true.
exit.
There was definitely not a ton of thought process in it.
No.
But ideally, to be able to basically open that one door, shove a thing in, and then turn it, and nobody's getting out of that
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
get that, but it's like, okay, it'd be one thing if it was like the worst of the worst. But it's like, okay, we got Tim over here in room 3 up top, Ada's cousin. And then we got Jim over there, drunk and disorderly.
Right.
He's having a heart attack, but we're having technical issues right now, so we can't get him to the fucking door. So Jim's just dead.
Well,
or a fire happens, and essentially there you've created the largest fucking spit roast in America because they all aren't getting out by any means.
I won't disagree with you because you're definitely logical on that. But when I first heard about it, I was like, that's a great fucking idea. I never processed the fact that it would take them forever to get everybody out of that in case of emergency, like a fire. Yeah.
All right, you guys get out and get to the next one.
Hey, Jim, you getting tired? Fuck yeah, I'm getting tired.
And meanwhile, you're giving dipshits reasons to go and get into the hospital ward because they're like, oh, fuck this. And this thing starts rotating. They were just fucking shoving their arms out the cage and snapping their arms. They're like, oh, my fucking arm's broken. I'm like, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
But with all that death and destruction inside there, you get a great amount of paranormal activity.
Yeah. Well, you also, like you said, out of all the places to build it, you're like, hey, this old church morgue, which I wasn't even aware churches had morgues until I fucking read about this, and I was like, oh, shit.
Crazy.
Church morgue.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. People are thinking outside of the box.
If you guys have not looked at pictures of this thing, go look at it, because their cells were literally slices of pie. Mm-hmm. They were fucking like quarters of triangles at 3 stories high. So 1, 2, 3, and it was just pie slices. So you're not even like, you don't even have a full square. You have your room comes to a fucking point.
True.
And I don't even want to know how I didn't even look out of the plumbing system worked in that thing. I would assume, I honestly, I still don't know how that would function, because I was about to say there had to be a pipe in the middle that drained everything, but it rotates, so the pipes that were going to that pipe would have to move. So I don't even know how that would function. So I don't feel like you could have a fully sealed sewage system, so it had to smell like shit. Like, I know it's supposed to be scary because of ghosts, but the design alone is what was fucking scary.
It's true.
Just the fucking worst. Yeah, that, like I said, the ghost thing's all very well. There was deaths. There was a heart attack. Go figure, somebody died of a heart attack in this fucking thing.
Yeah, imagine that.
There was a hanging. The normal stuff you get at a prison. There was a guard that died, but he didn't die by anybody killing him. He died they were practicing with the fucking like riot weaponry, and he fucking something got discharged and he died. So like, it wasn't even like he got murdered by a prisoner. He fucking got plugged by either one of his homies or himself on accident.
They call that friendly fire.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure he's haunting there too. But like I said, the scariest thing was the design of it itself.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just once again it floored me. I didn't think about that coming into it. It was like, oh, this is a great idea, man. You reduce the amount of people you have to stand there to watch these criminals, and there's no getting out. There's no escaping that jail.
No, there really isn't. It's just also like there's no escaping it. But on the same note, a prisoner died because he was trying to scratch his name into the ceiling and he fell to his death.
Yeah.
So how did he fall out?
Yeah.
Like, I need somebody to like show me the logistics of that, because if he's in a fucking cage, he was on the 3rd floor, and they said he was trying to carve his name in the roof or in the ceiling, and then he fell 3 stories down to his death. So I don't understand the logistics of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you that in a prison, having a 3-tier system via cage is a horrible idea because piss literally rolls downhill. So, like, guy on the top is being a dick. He could literally just be taking a whiz and it's just going trickle down
right
system.
down.
It was poorly thought of.
Every bit of it.
I like the enthusiasm that somebody had to be like this, and then the fact that the government was like, sure, fuck it, why not? Let's not just one, let's make a few of these.
Yeah, well, I know that there's still 3 standing today.
Yeah, and the rest were rightfully cut to pieces and sold for scrap metal.
One of them's not too far. I think one of them's down in Crawfordsville, Indiana, so it's not too far from us.
It'd be interesting to see in person, just to like get a better idea like how this shit functioned.
I think I don't know if I said it in the episode or not, but I think it's like only open on like a Thursday. It was so fucking weird. Anyways, let's move on.
Inconvenient when it was fully functioning, inconvenient as a museum.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next was March 12th was episode 179, which was Chiller Filler J-Dub Edition, where you guys filled in some comments and questions and all that jazz. And we talked about that briefly at the beginning of this. Is like, I've mowed through it, some comments too, and I'm sure there's more and more comments pouring in daily.
There's over 3,000 comments on that thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's insane, and I can't remember which ones I read or who wrote what ones or. And literally in the Chiller Pillow episode, I would just take my mouse wheel and scroll it, and then we stop. It's like, what do we got here? Because there were so many. Yep. And then that I don't know if that 3,000 covers the J-Dub got pinned at the top of where she's like said thank you or whatever that was, and then there was still a few hundred underneath that one.
Yeah, just commenting on her comment and all that jazz. Yeah, no. So, it's like
tons.
Everything else on the internet. It's a grab bag. There's a lot of really nice comments. There's a lot of people being like, I appreciate this because it's nice to see somebody tell a true story or like, I relate to this. And then, there's your shitheels. Right. That are just saying heinous dumb shit. And then there's people being like, oh, I want to give me some of that Sean. Or like, I'm like, oh, I hope she's single.
Yeah, but you can't get on Frankie too much about that.
Only 70 of them are Frankie.
Oh, poor Frankie. No, listen, it was fun. It was fun to sit there and just kind of breeze comments and just laugh. And J-Dub had a lot of fun just being like once, like, what did one comment say?
The one that fucked with her about her eyebrows. Oh, I thought you were going to go to the one of them fucking with her about her eyebrows. And she's like, I can't grow them.
Yeah. And there was that one. But there was one where they said, like, Sean is an ass. And she comments, well, I like donkeys, so thank you.
I don't know anybody that watched that, how they fucking derived Sean was an ass from it.
In all honesty, there's no possible way. I mean, he just tells a story. He doesn't come off as like, he tells... How do I put this? If you watched A Haunting and you were like, when in A Haunting, he jumps up out of bed, grabs his gun, and then goes down to the basement and is going to shoot whoever's in there. And, you're like, fuck yeah, you did. He grabbed his gun, and then for him to talk about it in this is like, yeah, I grabbed my pistol and out the bedroom door I went, and I cleared rooms because it sounded like somebody was in my fucking house.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was like, yeah, I pulled out my gun and I'm going to fucking take somebody down. That's not what he said. He was like, I cleared rooms to make sure there was nobody in there.
Literally like I strategically went from this room to this room to this room and to make sure nobody was in my fucking house.
Yeah. And I mean, anything that he said in his presentation was not arrogant whatsoever. There was nothing that was arrogant. He came
across open-minded and he was like, I experienced... He's like, I wasn't of the mindset that it was real until I experienced it. And he was like, and now I am open to going to other places because I would like to understand it more.
Right.
Anybody that pulls the ass from that is just a cynic fuck.
Yeah. So. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. But then again, I mean, I didn't really understand a lot of the comments where they dissed on either one of them. I mean, it was like, come on, they're just telling their story. They're not being arrogant about it. And they're not even being like, you don't fucking know us, so fuck off. I mean, it was just straight. It was just a straight story. There was nothing else, about it. So
Yeah, and like comments like, "Oh, they just wanted money." Like they weren't getting money from the fucking show back in the day. They weren't. They didn't reach out to the
no,
newspaper or anything like that. That wasn't them doing any of that shit. So like that's just wrong too. But you said the internet is where everybody comes out. You don't need to be correct or have the right information. You just come out there, spout whatever bullshit you want, and then fucking go back to doing what you're doing.
y'all with your keyboard courage, man. On
the bright side, J-Dub is Teflon, so that shit doesn't really fucking bug her. So
no, she had fun with it. I honestly, when it started just fucking blaring through, I was like, okay, this might be a ride. Let's see where this goes. And no, she did great with it. And like I said, 1.4 million views on this fucking video.
Nutty.
Good golly. Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
And as I said, if you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. It's fantastic. High quality. And that's not just me saying that because J-Dub's on there or anything like that. It's just, it was legitimately, it was like something you would see on the Travel Channel or Discovery. But
Absolutely.
It is just produced by like a guy, and he's just out there pursuing it.
He's doing a good job. It is The Ghost Files. You can find it at The Ghost Files on YouTube. Just put it all as one word, and you'll have a better luck of finding it. But what did she say? He's down in Arkansas. I think he's got a new one down there.
She said in today's episode, she was talking about how he was down to Arkansas, pursuing one that was possibly also on a haunting.
Right. So yeah, we'll look forward to his next video. But yeah, at The Ghost Files. There you go. Go check it out.
All right, so on to the next one was March 19th. J-Dub took us to Townsend, Washington for episode 180. The Manresa Castle Hotel, erected in 1892 after the owner Charles made some pretty shit real estate investments and hinged on the railroad blowing through his town. This giant-ass castle-inspired abode seen its fair share of emotional turbulence. Shortly after Charles died in 1902, his wife remarried and promptly fucked off, leaving the house completely empty for 20 years with just one caretaker living inside. Throughout generations, this house would swap hands, mostly to different churches, and face many renovations. No noteworthy tragedies really faced this house, but nonetheless, many claims of hauntings have taken place. Many have speculated that the former residents who just loved the property too much to move on still haunt the halls.
I mean, coming out of the documentary episode, that makes a lot of sense. You have people that are entities or ghosts or whatever you guys want to call it that just don't want to move away because they love it so much. And there you go. Same thing with the castle.
Yeah, well, the castle was a labor of love. This dude he really didn't have the money to really be doing it because, like I said, he built this giant fucking hotel just because he was told the railroad was coming through their town.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I'm going to build this hotel. It's going to make me a ton of fucking money. And then the hotel was done. And then he was like, the railroad's coming. And they're like, fuck it. We got a better offer from another town. So we're going to fucking take a Yui right here, hit this town instead. So he built a fucking hotel for no reason, essentially.
Right.
Really nice hotel. And he's like, fuck it. And then the same year that the hotel finished, he just built him his own little house, modeled it after castles that that he'd seen in literature and like stuff he remembered from his childhood. And he didn't really live there super long before he died.
Right.
And like I said, for that house to sit, she owned it and didn't sell it. And she moved off with her new husband and just left one caretaker there for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about lucking out for a fucking job. You're the fucking caretaker, and they're like, yo, this big fucking castle? Yeah. Almost brand new. Yeah. I'm going to need you to live in it for 20 years. Fuck, okay.
Mike Rowe, if you ever get a chance to listen to his book, That's the Way I Heard It. He actually talks about an opportunity he had was like that, where he was living in a house because she had to prove that somebody was living in it. So he just lived in it for free, just kind of maintained it and kind of took care of some things. But all he needed to do was answer the door and go, no, she's away right now. Can I take a message? So, yeah, it's super cool that this guy gets to do that. I mean, yeah, it'd be fucking Although, if you're in a house for 20 years, it's haunted. I mean, would that be really that much fun? I mean, really?
Who knows if it was haunted while he was there, or maybe he's one of the fuckers that haunted it afterwards. Maybe he's fucking
Right.
haunting it because he's pissed that he got kicked out after 20 years. Who was like, fuck, I lived there for 20 years.
Is he that guy that goes like, they keep telling me my house is haunted, but I ain't seen any ghosts in the 200 years I've been here.
Yeah, no shit. There you go. But yeah, it was like I said, it was one of those. It was interesting because, like I said, there wasn't like one of the like what we're used to, where like this person died and this person was
Right.
murdered, and it was just like, well, the guy died of liver disease, and then his wife remarried and fucked off, and then it went to
Right.
like a church for a school, and then a church for boarding, and all this and that jazz. And our next one, last but not least, Golden J hitched to Mississippi to the McRaven. Fuck, I misspelled that. I'm assuming that says house.
It's house.
Yeah, I Housae. Holy shit. McRaven House.
Yeah, say.
Episode 181. In 1797, this is known as the most haunted house in the River State. The McRaven House, built by Andrew Glass, this Confederate home housed slaves and wounded Confederate soldiers while it doubled as a makeshift medical camp. And its owner ended up being the first civilian death in that area during the Civil War. So it goes without saying that the land and the home are chock full of residual energy from suffering and bloodshed. Bloody soldiers, ghastly women. There is no shortage of supernatural here.
Yeah, this house is actually the most haunted house in Mississippi. It's actually labeled that, and that's how I found it. And I don't think it disappointed. I think there was enough, even right to that early on in the Civil War, where that civilian mediator comes back. Back to camp to be like, yeah, they fucking killed me and threw me in the river.
Hey, they killed me. If you guys want to head this way, and be like, what the fuck? He got narked on by a ghost. How about homeboy catching a bullet because he decided to throw a fucking brick?
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
They have guns, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, well, I mean, in all honesty, it was a fat rich man, and it was a African American troop that was walking through.
Yeah,
and
I read about it. He fucking whipped a brick, and then apparently in some documents it says he then went to town and apologized to a higher up, and that dude was like, "Yeah, you're fine." And when he got back home, they were just fucking waiting for him. He was like, he said it was fine, we're good. He gets home, and there's just fucking the whole troop is out there. Like, no, we're taking you out back, and we're gonna shoot you.
We're gonna shoot you in the head. We're gonna shoot you in the dick.
Yeah. Which one first? Who knows?
I think we know which one.
Yeah, I would rather the head first, please and thank you. But I guarantee you that was not how that transpired. And you know, it was the guy that got hit with the brick that took the first shot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he deserves it. I mean, he fractured his skull.
Yeah, no shit.
He gets first shot. Come on.
Oh, God. Fucking wild. But no, I loved the whole like you said, the tale of the guy coming back and like, yo, they killed me. And I'm like, it fucking sucks. Let's go get them, guys. And everybody just being like, all right.
All right.
I'm not going to argue with the ghost.
The two sisters that lived there into their 90s, I thought was kind of interesting too. To the fact that they wouldn't, they had no contact with the outside world. And of course, J-Dub brings up a good point. It's like, well, how did they get food and shit? Well, they never said how they managed to do that. I'm assuming that the doctor or the lawyer, whoever somebody had to be bringing them food, but for
Who knows,
them
they're
to
old
start,
lady. Maybe they were fucking out there jarring vegetables and shit.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe they had enough in the storage in the cellar to last that long. But the fact that they started breaking up the furniture for firewood and shit was kind of interesting too, because it's like, can you imagine all the antique furniture that they fucking burned? That
Fuck
might
that.
be
Can you imagine a 9-year-old woman just fucking kicking down a fucking chair? Yeah, we gotta stay warm tonight, Greta.
Throw it in there. Not the whole thing. Then you burn it all up.
Why'd you burn my chair, you bitch?
Sit on the floor. Just sit on the floor. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
McRaven
McRaven
a pirate all of a sudden.
Yeah, McRaven House was fun. It was a fun little research. So many interesting, most haunted places in America. You know, I don't usually jump behind those. I mean, because no matter where you go, it's the most haunted place in Indiana. It's
Yeah,
the
but you
most
get this
haunted
one
place.
validity because they're
Yeah.
like, you can still find, in the article I read, they're like, you can still find bullets with teeth marks in them from the amount of people they were doing horrendous surgeries on, trying to save their legs and shit, scattered about the property. And I was like, fuck, okay, if anywhere's gonna be haunted, I'd say there then. If you're fucking just like kicking over a rock, I'm like, hey, look, there's a fucking bullet with fucking somebody's molar still in it. Shit.
Get Gary Drayton down there. I can't fucking say his name. Oh man, yeah. What a great little house. I don't really spend that much time in Mississippi, so I don't know a whole lot. Is it? You ever been over to Mississippi? You're closer.
I've been through it.
Yeah,
I've never
that's
like chilled there. I mean, in the nicest way possible. Every time I've heard stories about Mississippi, it usually involves like cousin loving and and other things. So you know, like, that's not really my bag. So you know, I just keep on going. If you're from Mississippi and I'm wrong, just write me in. Or if you're from Mississippi and you're currently loving your cousin, also write in.
There you go. United States Paranormal at gmail.com and address it to Logan.
We don't need details. Just let us know if we're right.
Send your pictures to the United States Paranormal at gmail.com.
Hard pass. Hard pass. Unless your cousin's like a 10. That's fine. That's fine. That's
10. I give it a 10.
A 10's a 10.
10.
10's a 10.
It's true. It's true. All right. Well, there you go. There's the review of what the last, what is this, March? I don't even know. March.
It's March.
It is March. Man,
March.
We are definitely
Not
on
one
that.
fucking St. Patrick's ghost story, you sons of bitches. Not one. Not one.
I blame the rocker chick.
That's fair. We'll blame the rocker chick. That's all right. She's not going to listen to this anyway, so she can't chastise me.
Well, she did Squirrel Cage, and that was right at the beginning of the month, so she wasn't even thinking St. Patrick's Day. We'll blame J-Dub. There you go. Yeah.
She's not going to listen to this either. She never yelled at me for telling her to go fuck herself in the other one, so I know for a fact she didn't listen to this.
Oh. I got nothing for you there, buddy.
Yeah.
We have a lot of avid listeners that enjoy the show, though, so it's all that matters.
Yeah, she don't listen to my content, but she'll go over there and do the never ending horny with fucking Frankie.
It's true. It was so funny because she's like, "Hey, you guys need to cover this movie, and I'm going to come on and do it." And I'm like, "Okay,
nice."
So it was good to have her on for that episode. I need to get you back on there for another episode.
Oh, there's so many 80s things I'd love to come in there and do.
We'll find you one. We'll have to,
Frankie
put
doesn't hit on me as much as he does J-Dub, though.
That's true, but it's pretty close.
I'll take it. If he doesn't hit on your sister, I'm gonna be fucking sad. Give it hell, Frankie.
I'll text you and let you know after the recording session's over.
Your sister's gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. Who the fuck is this old guy?"
Yeah, and why is he over here singing about J-Dub?
Yeah, there you go.
Like, close your eyes and look at what you see. Me and J-Dub riding on a horsey.
Oh, there you go, Frankie. I know you're listening.
I know Frankie's listening.
Yeah, he listens to all of them. All right, man, get us out of here.
All right, folks. I was about to do plugs. I don't have to do plugs here.
You don't have to do plugs.
There's plugs here and everything.
Yeah.
I do want to say that I would like to come on and talk about He-Man.
He-Man?
I would love to talk about He-Man.
Okay.
Masters of the Universe, man. It's He-Man.
All right.
Y'all don't talk about enough toys and cartoons on the Golden Ages. Y'all are always talking about bands that, for the most part, Frankie's like, this was awesome, and you're like, this is dog shit.
You got to bring that controversy, man. You got to keep people like mad at you.
Or pick some fucking good albums.
We got one coming up, Heartbeat City by the Cars. And I think this is probably one of those underrated albums and that nobody ever thinks about until you hear a song from them. And then you're like, fuck. And you go check out the album. You're like, is that 6 hit fucking songs on this album? Holy shit.
Yeah, like, fuck, I didn't know I knew 6 songs from the Cars. Holy shit.
Yeah. I don't hold me to 6, but there's quite a few on there. So yeah. Well, that one will be coming out in a couple weeks. So
when's gonna be the episode where you guys talk about Alf and you just shit on Alf for fucking an hour straight? Because you just like to crap on things I love, so I just figure Alf's next.
We gotta shit on Alf. Okay, hold on.
God. And he's fuzzy too. That's not cool.
I don't know that I was a big enough Alf fan to really even shit on him. I just wasn't into it. That wasn't my thing. It was stale for me. It was stale humor, and never understood why he wants to eat fucking cats.
I think Alf, because he's a fucking alien. I think Alf holds up. I think Alf holds way better up than what you talking about. What you talking about, Willis?
It's true. I don't know.
I never liked that show. It was a fucking why am I forgetting the name all of a sudden?
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes.
Yeah.
Different Strokes was never my fucking thing.
I think a lot of it had. Well, I can't remember. There was a reason why we went in that direction because something had just happened or something. I don't even know, but. His documentary had just come out. Yeah,
I got no urge to watch that. That sounds fucking depressing as shit.
Listen, it's not that much fun of a story.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it at all.
His quote unquote ex-wife is one cold bitch.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Alf.
I'll watch Cheers.
Yeah. That's not right, man. I'm telling you, dog. If you just caught some like bad episodes of Cheers or something like that, go watch the stuff where Christy Alley fucking shows up and see if that fucking pulls the stick out of your butt.
I will. I'm like I said, I wanted to love it so much more again, and I just couldn't get beyond. Maybe it's because I'm getting older and I just don't want to watch people scream at each other. It just doesn't, it just didn't appeal to me. That was the only part that really bugged me, and that's what really drove me away from it was the fact that the two of them just screaming at each other.
If you don't like people yelling at each other, I don't think you could ever go back and watch Roseanne.
I couldn't do the Connors when it came out.
Oh well, you can't compare those two. The Connors is a whole different fucking beast.
Yeah. I couldn't.
Old Roseanne, there's some fucking rough episodes in that shit. Going back and watching that, there's some fucking knockdown, drag out, scream out matches between Roseanne and fucking Dan. And and the thing is give him credit. Like that shit, like that was written by somebody that came from a household that was like barely floating household, and they were like taking notes apparently. Because like I was like that was the most realistic family I think on television for a very long time.
I won't disagree with you, and they weren't afraid to tackle some very hard, Jackie getting beat up by the boyfriend or
DJ jerking it. There's the DJ jerking it episode where
didn't he like jerk it for a whole season?
I mean, it was pretty, but they addressed it hardcore one episode, and I was like, "There's a reason why this kid fucking did not have an acting career after this. He just was done. He was like, I'm the fucking jerking it kid from Roseanne for the rest of forever."
The fun part of that is Johnny Galecki, and all the shit that he went on to do after that. I mean, he had it wasn't a starring role at first, but man, he kind of drove into there, and people really liked him. And then
there he was like the mousy, like kind of like punkish kid, and then he goes to be the fucking dork in fucking Big Bang Theory, and all that jazz. And then he had what the chick that played Penny was in a show on the back in the day too.
John Ritter. She was 8 Simple Rules to Dating My Teenage Daughter.
Was another fucking show that was fucking depressing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then and also they had Jackie show up as Sheldon's mom.
Yep.
And they had why am I forgetting not the sister, why am I forgetting her name? The sister with the long dark hair, the one that was dating Johnny Galecki in the show shows up in Big Bang Theory for a while, and she's banging him.
Oh, Sarah Gilbert. God,
she rolls up for a while and is banging Leonard for a second, and she's like a weird like sadist in that one too. She's all like, kind of like a smarter version of her character from Roseanne.
One of my favorite characters in Big Bang was that they brought Teller in to play Amy's dad, and he actually had a speaking role in there, so you had to hear him talk. It wasn't a lot, but he definitely spoke a little bit. No, Big Bang, man. I enjoy Big Bang, and I know it's not a highly liked show by many of the golden 80s Call Guys viewers. It's like everybody likes Seinfeld better.
Fuck, I don't like either of them. But I'll watch Big Bang Theory before you can make me watch fucking Seinfeld.
Exactly.
Here lately, I've been really thinking about going back and trying to watch Frasier. Because, like, it always looked boring to me, but, like, fuck does that theme song is fucking good.
Right.
I see the blues are calling, toss salad and scrambled eggs. And he's from Cheers. I liked him in Cheers.
Oh, absolutely.
But his character in Frasier seemed to have more of a stick up his ass than he did in Cheers. Like
yeah.
It like leveled up. Like he was still kind of a fucking prudish dick in Cheers, but like in Frasier he was more bougie. Yeah. Like you couldn't imagine his character in Frasier going to the bars in Cheers, really.
Right. Yeah, it's not high class enough for where he ended up at, but
yeah.
Once again, you end up with his dad had that whole Coach Woody, kind of humor to him, and
you're like, how did this man raise these two children?
Yeah, exactly. And they're both like fucking psychologists or whatever, and make big money.
As shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was supposed to be getting us out of here, and I started like 5 more conversations. So,
that's
folks, I know you're worried about what happens when you die, but don't sweat it. You're going where everybody knows your name. To the other side with Golden J and Just Logan. Where everybody knows your name.
Bum, 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 bum.
And just play some pictures of shit that makes no sense right here.
I can do that. Later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/2sop.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Golden 80s, The Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, and A Quart of Books and Booze, all of which can be found at goldenmojoent.com or wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.